Before we begin, you're watching AI President Analysis. This is a political analysis podcast for education and discussion purposes only. No endorsements, no affiliations. All information is based on publicly available sources.
I found something in the data that nobody was supposed to see. It was hidden in plain sight, and it changes everything you think about Trump's economy. Buried in government reports, ignored by the media, but the algorithm caught it in seconds. And when the AI flagged it, I didn't believe it at first. But the numbers don't lie, and what they revealed about Trump's biggest promise will shock you.
December 2017. Trump stands in front of cameras. What he's about to sign will affect every American. The biggest tax cut in American history. He makes a promise. Jobs will flood back to America. Wages will skyrocket. He says it'll change everything for the middle class. His supporters believe every word. His critics call it a scam. But nobody actually checked. Until I fed it to the AI. Every job number, every wage statistic, every corporate filing, and what it found in the first 60 seconds completely contradicted everything Trump said on camera. I loaded the employment data. 5 years of numbers, every single month. Hit analyze. The algorithm flagged something immediately, a pattern Trump didn't want you to see. Before the tax cuts, 2.3 million new jobs. After the tax cuts, 2.7 million. Sounds like success, right? Watch this. The next year, 2.1 million jobs. The trend didn't accelerate, it actually reversed. But that's not even the interesting part, because the AI detected something in the corporate behavior. Something that explains where all the money actually went. And when you see this number, everything makes sense.
I told the AI, follow the money. Show me where the corporate tax savings actually went. What it found made my jaw drop. Companies saved billions from the tax cuts. We're talking massive, unprecedented amounts. Trump said they'd hire more workers, raise wages, build factories. Guess what they actually did? Stock buybacks. $800 billion. Not to workers, to shareholders. And it gets worse. The AI cross-referenced who owns these stocks. Spoiler, it's not the middle class. Top 10% of Americans own 84% of all stocks. So the tax cuts went to the people who needed them least. But wait, it gets even worse. Because the AI found a number so massive, it proves Trump lied about the one thing everyone cares about.
The AI pulled the federal budget. This is where Trump's biggest lie lives. 2017 deficit, $665 billion. 2019 deficit, $984 billion. 48% increase in just 2 years. Before COVID, before any emergency. This was all Trump's tax cuts. Remember what he promised? The tax cuts would pay for themselves. Economic growth would cover the cost. They didn't, not even close. And here's the part nobody talks about. The AI calculated who actually benefited. Top 1%, $50,000 tax cut. Bottom 20%, $40. Not $40,000, $40. But here's what really shocked me. The algorithm tallied everything, every promise, every outcome. And the final score is lower than you think. And it explains why Trump never mentions this anymore. The algorithm gave Trump's tax cuts a score, based purely on data, no politics. Every measurable outcome, every broken promise, every hidden cost. The final score? 42 out of 100. Below average. Not a disaster, but not even close to what Trump promised. Here's what worked. Unemployment stayed low. Stock market went up, if you own stocks. Here's what didn't. Jobs didn't flood back. Wages didn't skyrocket. The deficit exploded. And the middle class, they got $40. But here's the thing that keeps me up at night. Because this isn't just about Trump anymore. The algorithm can't be lied to. It doesn't watch Fox News, it doesn't read tweets, it just processes numbers. And that
terrifies politicians. Because imagine this, every campaign promise gets fact-checked by AI in real time. Every policy gets rated objectively. Every lie gets exposed before the next news cycle. No more spin, no more propaganda, just data. We just did it with Trump's biggest economic promise, and the algorithm gave it a failing grade. But here's what I want to know. What other promises should we test next? Biden's infrastructure plan? Climate policies? Healthcare reform? Military spending? The algorithm is ready. So here's my question for you. Do you trust politicians more than data? Because after seeing these numbers, after watching the algorithm expose the truth, can you ever listen to a campaign promise the same way again? Trump said jobs would flood back. They didn't. He said wages would skyrocket. They didn't. He said it would help the middle class. It didn't. The AI scored it 42 out of 100, and the data doesn't care about your feelings. So I want to know, what do you think this score should be? Higher? Lower? Drop your rating in the comments. And tell me, what political promise should I analyze next? Because the algorithm is listening, and it's hungry for more data. The truth is in the numbers. You just have to be willing to look.